Microphone unmuted. Welcome, everybody. Hello, we are Tabletop Anthologies. This is War Stories, and we are following the crew of Blackjack as they make their way to the objective at Normandy Beach. We have a full tank crew today. How about them apples? Woo! Huh? Yeah, that's right. Maybe an extra ration of kraut cheese for everybody tonight. How about that?
Oh,
Before we get started, we left off. They were in a little bit of a pickle. Their brother Tank here, he took a round, babe, lost their gunner. The round ricocheted into their tank, which thankfully their armor deflected. However, they did take a little bit of damage, and that is where we left off. First, does anybody have any questions in game here?
Yeah, do we know that Babe's been immobilized? Has there been a lot of chatter? I can't remember how we finished.
You finished
we're
with him
behind the bunker and underneath the crest of this hill. That's the elevation mark, right? The white line?
Yes, yeah, you're kind of your top part is kind of up and over, kind of like that, if you could see. You know what I mean?
So
like
we can't see over the top?
You probably can. Through the cupola, maybe, and then if you come out, you could probably see a great shot. But you know, you don't know until you take your head out.
Fuck you.
Are you nervous? Did somebody take pot shots at you?
Hey, don't start that again. Don't bring up that topic.
Yeah, no. There was some high tense chatter that came across from Sergeant Davis, but it kind of cut out right afterwards. So you can't tell. I got an idea though. How about the driver, Mr. Babe? Actually, hold on. Let me introduce you guys. Everybody, Tank Commander, being played by Forlath. He is gonna be Kris Knoblauch. Welcome, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, no, thank you. Our gunner, Joseph Ojos Bishop, being played by J.W. Judge Wolf.
Hello there.
And moving on to our loader, played by Hades, Calvin Horner. And our gunner, our bow gunner, Everett Sweet Pea Pines, played by Preacher.
Pleasure's all yours.
It is, baby. And lastly, and welcome back, our driver who drives the most with the tank. How'd that come out? That came out good, right? Buddy Guy.
Are you trying to see over a hill? Because that was really, really stilted.
He's the leader of this here outfit, FNG.
Yeah. Played by Severian.
Yeah, happy to be back in the driver's seat. Hopefully,
and we're happy to have you and your chest hair.
Oh, thank you.
It does glisten from the sweat.
What the?
There's a lot wrong with me. Okay, you already know this.
What the hell kind of show is this?
I don't think this is new.
Just wait till next session when he looks like Jim Carrey and Ace Ventura and the Rhino, just sitting in there, just his underwear.
You mean Don didn't make you send pinup pictures for the stream?
Yes.
Look, I needed to find motivation for tank art, okay? So
he had me model that one piece he likes so much.
So how about this? TC, driver, and machine gunner. Why don't you all give me a quick full perception check. And
Perception
if you're
check.
all viewing through your port, it'll be at like a -1.
Perception check. -1. Yo! Nice. 3 6s, bitch.
Yeah. Huh.
And you saw that diesel
Say a
shot. Gave me an ammo dump, right?
I do now. Ammo dump. Okay. Diesel shot. Thank you for that. What kind of ammo dump you giving him? I need
The best guy.
Ooh. There we are. All right, fixed. Okay. So let's see. TC. Who rolled the first one under Blackjack?
Yeah, I'm the one who rolled the 3 6s.
Okay. And then I'll hit you in a sec also. Buddy Guy, Sweet Pea, I need a perception check for you guys also.
You say -1? I was going to ask. I was going to wait till comms cleared out.
Yep, -1, please.
Gotcha.
Might have to roll this one for me. I'm having some technical difficulties. So come back to me in a minute.
That's a weird way to say you
Browser
forgot
screen
how it works.
Yeah, no. My browser screen just went black. I've never.
I'll roll for Buddy Guy. Hang on.
It's because
Okay.
the game's paused.
Game's not paused. What are you talking about?
He got 1 success, and so did I.
Okay. So then you would have all witnessed
Yes.
the round hit and ricochet off the tank. So also because of your success, you now get to roll a guts.
Right, and they all get like major plus points from my skill, which is I don't remember. It's but it's something good. What is
So
let's see. So those within your zone of line of sight of you gain +1, so they get 1 +1. I get +1. Okay. Command and allies in the same zone as me get +1, so they're at +2. Allies in the same zone as me receive +2, so they're at +4. And that's it. So I get +1, they get +4 to their guts test.
and that's for Cool Head, Inspiring 1 and 2, right?
Yep.
So total +4 on the guts roll.
And it's just a straight roll otherwise, so we get that full +4.
So the TC, you're gonna get your normal roll, as you've seen this kind of combat before. Both Buddy Guy and Everett Sweet Pea, you're gonna get a -1 to your guts roll because so far the combat you've seen has been semi-minor. Yes, you faced some anti-tank weapons, but you haven't seen one of your buddies actually take a hit yet.
So they're actually +3, right?
Yes, correct.
Add that in, you guys. Add in
Sev, do you
+3.
need me to still roll yours?
I just rolled. Did it go through?
It did, yes.
Yeah, okay, I see it, yeah.
Yep.
Did you add +3?
I did not.
He did.
Some people just cannot take a talent.
He did have a
Those
success.
who can't
though.
do drive, you know?
I got 2 6s.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're all successful. Let's start with Preach. Preach, you had 2 extra successes. What would you like to do with those?
Let me see where I'm at on my... So I'm already 2 lucky strikes on mine. Does anybody need lucky strikes? I know somebody used some last round, I think. Might have been Sev. Yeah. Give one to Sev, and then...
I only
And
got
then-
one. If you got a spare, I'll take your charity.
Seth is
Yeah,
already at +2.
I just looked at his sheet. It said 0.
I just marked it up to 1.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, just so charitable donations to Ojos and Buddy Guy.
Love you. Te amo
Love you more.
mucho. Te amo
because
mucho, Poppy.
The tokens on the screen don't match the character sheets if that's what you were
Oh.
looking at.
I think everybody's been using the tokens, but maybe not. I don't
Okay,
know.
I'll do that then.
Okay.
Hey, is Badger dead? Why has Badger got a? Oh no, that's troops just beneath him. Never
Troops.
mind.
Yes. Let's see who else. Steph got a success. TC, you got an extra success. What do you want to do with it?
I got an extra success for this, and I got 2 extra successes on the perception roll. Right?
Let's see. Yes, you did. So you got several lucky strikes. What do you want to do with them?
I want to know where that shot came from. Am I in a position to see that? You said that I'm just over the top.
Yes. The perception check that I had you doing, though, was to see if you actually saw the hit from the tank. Like you saw your friends witness the tank, which is what resulted in the guts roll.
Yeah,
so,
but I still got extra 6. Can I see where the shot came from?
If you want to use both of them, I will say yes, you can.
Excellent. I would like to use both of them, please, sir.
Okay. So you saw the shot come from up there, and it's from what you could tell, what's behind a large wall of sandbags is an 88.
Okay, how far away is that?
It's about 500 meters out, and from your experience, TC, you know that the 88s, they carry the Tiger tanks and the Panther tanks, they carry that same weapon on their tank. They literally built those tanks around that gun, so you know that it's a hell of a gun.
Oh, I know the 88. I know it well. Anti-aircraft, and they found out it's really good at taking out tanks. I get on the horn. Can I take a move, or do I have to wait for initiative?
No. Yeah, we haven't got into initiative yet. We're trying to do a little bit of cleanup and some extra things. So go ahead and do, or tell me what you want to do here.
Okay, how far out did you say it was?
It's about 500 meters, so let's see. 420.
420 from my location. Okay. I get on the horn, and I say, Big Ugly, Badger, babe, about 420. We've got an 88. I repeat, we've got an 88. Babe, reverse. Big Ugly, Badger, flank that motherfucker. 420 meters, directly north from me.
And you hear a bunch of copies across the radio band there. But one obviously is distinct and sticks out, and it's Sergeant Davis from Babe, who kind of sounds a bit panicked. Yes, he's got experience. Unknown if he's lost any tank crewmen before, but I think you might think that he keyed up an acknowledgement, but you could hear him in the background shouting to his driver, John Schmidt, to back up.
So, and they get a +1 from me. That's a direct command, and they also get guts. They get the same guts that the rest of the crew get, because they're in my zone.
Okay.
Sorry for being a rules lawyer.
No. Let me add that to Babe here once we get into initiative. And we took care of everybody's rolls and their lucky strikes, correct? Buddy, Sweet Pea, and TC, we got you guys. All right. Anybody else want to do anything this round as it ends and starts into the next round of combat?
Guys, anything? I don't see any point in us moving from this position. It's probably the best position we could get right now.
If we just get hit in this position,
What's that?
didn't we just get hit here?
Yeah, that was a ricochet. That bounced off some weird freak thing that the general will spend time in purgatory for, the bastard. No, we're under the crest of the hill, and we got that bunker right up on our right side. I don't think we're going to get in a better position.
To do what?
To draw their fire.
Who's taking them out then? Someone's got to take them out.
Right, which is why I just gave the recommendation to Badger and Big Ugly to flank that fucker.
Them take care of it. Nice.
When we get that far, damn it! You guys just pay attention when we get that far. Can we shoot? Can we hit them from where we're at that range?
Your let's see, gunner. Your gunner's your range, your short range is 200. Your medium range is 400. So it would be considered long range at 420.
That's fair.
And just to let you know, its short range is 500.
Oh. Great. Hey, Corporal Guy, just maintain current position, but get ready to throw it into reverse if things get too hot for us.
Understood.
Oh, and we have a cat on the battlefield. Everybody cease fire. Cease fire. Okay. Well, we will. Let me select everybody here real quick. And
can you give us a percentage, General, on our amount of coverage?
Yeah, you'll have some, yes. But there's also modifiers because of the size of your tank. So that helps. So, but yes, yeah, you will have a negative modifier for basically it's what's called an obstructed view. Let's do reset initiative. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oops. Oh. All right, so up first in the order of life and death in this situation is your TC, Sergeant Knoblauch.
Okay,
you're up, sir.
Range in, fire on that fucker. Can I give that command?
So yeah, so first you have to do your perception check, and assume you're inside.
Yeah, I'm still inside. I know
Okay.
where it is. I don't fucking care what they're doing.
All right, perception check -1 per 100 meters. So
What?
yeah.
You don't
so,
get nothing for already knowing where the fucker is?
Yeah, you can know where he is. So now you're just gonna have to try and range from inside.
Okay, so you're saying what? -4?
-4, sir.
Wow. Whatever
Let's
that
see.
was.
Hold on. You didn't get any duds. Would you like to try and push your roll?
No. I don't see the point.
Just a reminder that if you are successful, you get extra points to divvy out towards either the gunner or the driver. Things like
Yeah,
that.
but I also don't want to fuck us up either. We know where the fucker is. We know that he's 450 meters due north to take that shot.
Okay.
Corporal Guy, be ready to, after the shot, back us up about 20 feet.
Got it. 20 feet.
Just straight back, down the hill.
That's your slow action, sir. What, do you want to use your fast action?
That was it. Just command. Well, I gave the command to oh, damn it, Ojos, to take the shot. To give him the +1.
Okay. If you're gonna, so the plus, are you talking about from your command earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. I do have that written down. But your current combat roll, you have you still have your fast action, which you can make another command test.
What do you mean? Another command test? Oh, just roll command? Okay.
Yeah. So the idea with this command test is you allow somebody to act out of turn, if it's successful.
I don't need that. Do not use that on me, because I go next.
Okay. Yeah, then there's no point.
Okay.
So yeah,
All
I surrender the floor.
Surrender the floor. Okay. Up next, Ojos, your gunner.
I am so confused. So are we behind a berm?
You're
Apparently we're just sticking over it.
yeah, you're kind of half on, half off.
So we can I see this target? Is my question.
Yeah, you can. Your barrel would be lowered technically, but yeah, you could see it.
Okay, so that I have a line of sight on that. Okay, I need just 1 second here because I was very confused on that. I need to look here at your bit here that you put into here. Crew combats, gunner, tech test. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is with the command to fire. I'm going to first. I need to get on the tank here. Secondary gun is the 90. All right, so help me out here again with ranges. It's double the short is medium.
Yes.
Quadruple the short is long.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
double the double.
Doubled medium basically is how they word it in the book. So
And then extreme would be what?
extreme would be doubled long range. So
Okay.
what's that?
So
1600.
times 6. So no, I'm not looking at the 200. I'm looking at my secondary gun. So 6. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fast action to fire the coax in that thing's direction. It'll be an extreme range shot. That should be right. So it'd just be 90. So it'd be 90 times 6 would be 540. So we should be in range of that. I keep trying to tab measure the shit.
Oh.
Yeah, so it would be extreme range with the coax. So I'm going to use that as my fast action because according to your thing that you published, gunner can use fast action as long as the barrel's in the same direction to fire the coax, and then use the main action to fire the main gun.
Yep.
So basically, I'm using my coax to sight in.
Okay.
All right, so what is the modifier for extreme range?
Let me find it. Hold on.
I'm looking to.
Combat. Ranged attacks. Extreme range is long doubled. So extreme range is -3.
Okay, so -3. So I have Eagle Eyes, which will reduce that range attack by 1. So that's going to be a -2 for extreme range. I'm going to be firing at full auto. So given that, let's see, I was looking at combat here. Machine gun, full direct, which would be +3. So
full direct is 4.
4.
Yep.
Okay.
Burst is
All
the
right.
3.
Okay, I'm just looking at the sheet that's on the sheet. Oh, and the range penalties are on there too, by the way, underneath combat modifiers. So that's kind of nice. Okay, so -2 +3. That's going to be a +1 to fire off the coax. So
right.
I will go ahead and do that. No, I'm not going to be listed as the main gunner. This here does the bonus. Nope, there's 0 bonus, so I'll roll that with my tech at +1. Oh, where's my sheet? Let's go. Tech 1. All right, so I would like to use 2 of those successes to aid my roll on the main gun. Is the object here. I'm trying to line up my sight, right? So
Yeah.
I'm watching those tracers go down range, and I'm basically kind of using the joystick, moving it around just a little bit, tap, 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 down, 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 down. And as soon as that thing latches on, I start to see tracer fire banging off the front of that thing. That's when I'm yelling away and hitting the foot pedal.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So then we'll give that an extra 2.
Okay, so question now, do I roll damage on that?
You
It was a successful hit. coax.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, you will give me 1 second while we piece this up. While we piece it a little. And you were just aiming it to cause damage because you're using it to draw fire.
Okay.
That was your main reason for it. So that's
Correct.
your success. If you want, I will let you use one of your lucky strikes to see if you do cause damage.
Sure, let's do that. Sounds sexy.
So just go ahead and give me a regular damage roll.
You're a regular damage roll.
I am. I'm damaged goods.
Damage roll.
Keyword there being damn.
So
Okay.
we're taking out some of the crew. All right, so with that thing spattering off the front, see that shot hit away. I am going to. I have Eagle Eye, so it's medium range. You said correct, or was it long?
It's 420,
gun.
so it's long.
Long. Okay, so that's long. So instead of -2, it's going to be a -1 plus my big guns. So that's basically a modifier of 0. And then you said I'm going to add 2 dice.
It'll be 1 now because you used the other one for the damage towards your crew.
Okay.
What about my command dice?
So yeah, you have a +1 because of that.
Okay, so we're going to roll the attack on the main gun. So we said the Eagle Eye takes it down to -1. My main gun takes it down to 0. So plus the command die plus the coax. So that's going to be +2.
Okay.
Right, rolling.
And that's 30
And-
rounds of 30 cal that he spent, right?
50.
50.
And I'm spending one of my lucky strikes to add 2 dice to the roll.
Okay.
My lucky strikes, my banked ones.
Okay. Copy.
Jeez.
We're shoving both of those into damage.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know.
Yes!
All right. All right. So your normal damage roll. You guys had HE in the pipe, right, Loader?
Yes, sir.
So your normal damage roll
Yes.
is 5, and you said you're pumping the extra 2 into damage.
Yes, sir.
So that's 7. So go ahead and give me your 7 roll. You motherfucker.
You big man, huh?
Ah. Ah.
The key to winning a fight with us is not let Ojos shoot.
Ah. Well,
It's a good thing you got it because I wasn't going to be able to reload.
Because you ain't got no hands.
You got the lieutenant thing.
Damn.
all right. Go ahead and read me the scene, because you take it out. Okay.
So, we kind of come up onto that berm a little bit, and immediately, as soon as we go up the berm, kind of Ojos is like, what the fuck? And starts immediately shoving the turret to start lowering its declination. And as it's coming down and we kind of come to a halt, he's immediately pulling on the triggers for the coax, and you see it kind of stitching its way into air, spanging off the hell's that the mount that's on the front of these things. The hell are those things called?
Just the armor plating?
Yeah, there's a name for that. Anyways, that thing, you start seeing like Spalding coming off of that, and one of the ricochets bounces off and hits one of the crewmen, and all of the crewmen kind of turn to look at this guy. What they don't hear is the away. They do hear the whistling coming straight at them, and then that's the last thing they know as bits of them are sent back to Berlin. I don't know, little tiny pieces?
Yep. So for those of you who can see straight out and see the carnage of war, you do see all of this happen, and then in the distance, you see the explosion, and those of you who are in combat, you kind of get a confirmation that you did actually hit the gun itself, because there's ammo stored back there. And you also see that go up. So it almost looks like fireworks, you know, today's fireworks kind of, because you see almost like streamers of red hot glowy pieces come out, and it's just smoke and red streamers kind of coming out. So it does confirm to you that you likely took that thing out. Give me 1 second here.
And I shout over the comms, right, to all to the general battalion. And then I tear up the Article 15 I've been putting together for Ojos.
And shit.
Why did I picture young Anakin when you did that?
Now this is tank racing. You want to do a barrel roll? That seems like a fun maneuver.
Yeah, do it in the tank. Actually, back straight up. I just want you to back straight up. Okay.
Now list lazily to the left.
Yep. So.
This guy knows some moves.
Well, son of a bitch. So, we're technically out of combat. Let's see here. There are still a group of Germans that you might see running westward, and we can handle those as we move along in the story. But right after you hit that thing, Big Ugly, so your Lieutenant Finkelstein, he takes his tank up over that edge, and just as he tanks it up, he sees the shot that Ojos had made, and he comes across the air, and he says, "Now, goddamn, that's some fine shooting." And then he says, all right, boys, go ahead and keep your heads on a swivel. Let's push in towards the objective.
What about Babe, Lieutenant? Medic!
Across the air, Sergeant Davis comes on, and he seems a little more calm at this point, especially since the threat is down. But you still obviously feel some something ain't right with him on the mic, and he says, "Copy. We're fine. Other than that hit, we're fine. We lost our gunner." And that's all he says.
What are your orders, Lieutenant? You gonna replace the gunner? What do you want to do?
He comes across the air and he says, "Let's move in, secure the crossroads, and then we'll wait for further orders."
That wasn't my question, but okay. Who else we still got? We still got Badger. Who's in charge of Badger?
In charge of Badger, Sergeant Bailey.
Sergeant Bailey. Babe, you okay?
Yeah, we'll make it. We'll figure it out.
Do you want to hold position?
No, we can keep going.
Okay, where's the crossroads from here? Was it north or was it to the west?
It was to your west.
Corporal Guy, take us west.
All right, we're on the move. Are we following behind anyone else? Or are we leading the way?
We're flanking. Just take us straight west.
GM, can I freely move?
Yeah, tell me what direction you want to go, and then I'll tell you some things you might need to do.
Just heading straight north for that road and heading west on that.
That's a negatory. Big buddy guy. Turn this puppy left and go straight west.
Okay.
Head west. I'm assuming that's barbed wire. I'm just crashing through.
Yeah, you could just. So you guys start crossing the field, the open field. Again, sporadic gunfire that's nowhere near you at this point. Rifle fire, machine gun fire, that is. However, the beach, it is still being bombed. If you could look towards the east, you might see that Charlie Company may be starting to make its way onto the beach at this point. Other than that, you have smooth sailing on the road there, driver.
All right, continue heading west until I'm told otherwise. Then.
When you hit the road up ahead, stop.
I stop at the road.
You guys doing anything?
Yeah, I popped the hatch. Cautiously sticking my head out.
Sweet Pea would have made sure he was reloaded, had a full belt, and then he would have just went on Overwatch looking around.
Okay. With your current direction and the way you guys are looking, you just see a bunch of open field and road, and you did make a road, make it to a road basically.
That's what I was assuming. I'm kind of head on a swivel, just kind of looking around, kind of like an oscillating fan, just kind of looking around.
Okay. You guys still inside?
Well,
No.
I popped
I know
the hatch.
DC, you popped out. Driver, you out or in?
Hey TC, what's your policy on smoking in the tank? Because I'm starting to pull a pack out of my boots that I'd stashed in there.
Smoke them if you got them.
All right, so I open up and start lighting this lucky strike then.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, we're still in a combat zone.
You actually,
Your eyes open.
you see Buddy Guy pull his lucky strike out. He lights it, takes a drag off of it. Just as soon as he does, you just see Everett reach down, grab it out of his hand. Appreciate that. And start smoking on it. Hands it back to him.
I just let it happen.
I would say to Ojos, hey, you want I should put another HE in or keep something loaded?
Yeah, better safe than sorry. Go ahead. That's when I'm reaching into my pocket here and pulling out the cigar, getting ready to light that thing up.
Okay, so across your radio, Sergeant Roy Davis comes across, and you hear him say, "I believe we've made it to the crossroads." And then you hear another explosion. 1 second, please, because I need to look this up. I had it somewhere, but I don't know where it is now. Okay, 5 plus. Oops. Where? Should be special weapons. Six. Okay. Oh, okay.
I don't like that noise he made.
Like he's losing air.
Underside 3. Okay.
It's like that dog on what was the racing show with the Mach 5?
Oh, yeah. Smedley.
His name was Muttley.
Muttley. I was close.
I can't do that. I'll die a little on the inside, lose what's left of my lungs. Okay. Let's see. No extra bonuses. Actually, +5. So
Son of a bitch.
Oops, that was the wrong one. There it is. Okay, and now because the underside is 3, the AP is 7. 7 minus 3 is 4. So he doesn't get any armor saves. And it's not a critical. So so right after that explosion, you hear again Sergeant Roy Davis, and again you hear his voice, but it's not tense, it's not scared. He sounds pissed off. He's motherfucking left and right. He just shouts, "Hey, careful on this crossroads here. There are mines. We just found one. I think we're okay. We're rattled. Fucking," and then you can hear him let go as he starts yelling at his driver.
So, number one, I blame Sev for that, for asking if anyone had hit any mines yet. Number one. And number two, Sergeant Davis is just not having a very good day.
He is not.
But we maintain our position. We do not head up in that direction. Now, remind me, General, the larger geographical situation. We're headed west, so we're on that peninsula that kind of juts up. At some point, we're going to need to head south if we're actually going to make it to Berlin, right?
No, from where you are in Normandy, you would eventually go, I believe, northeast.
Northeast.
Or
That just take us back out to the coast.
well, yeah, I guess the way the map is positioned, it looks that way. You're actually sorry, I have the map oriented the wrong way. It should be oriented the opposite direction. You should be driving east, inward, not west. The map should be flipped around. Sorry.
Okay, that makes sense.
So
Yeah, I thought we were on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So my art skills need a little bit of work. But yeah. So right now it looks like Babe seems to be on what is the objective, and out of the hatch you do see Big Ugly and Badger start to move in. Give me 1 second here.
Is a war happening at somebody else's house?
No, that's just somebody gently filleting a baby.
Ah.
What was there screaming?
That's
Was it screaming on one of the music tracks?
There was very, very, very mild breakthrough of a baby being flayed in the background.
Ah.
It was very quiet, but yeah, it was there.
There might be some people still dying on the battlefield, something along those lines.
That's how babies grow. You have to like shed their skin occasionally, but sometimes it's a manual effort.
Yeah, of course. So as they pull in,
see, I'm still not sure where we're at. Which beach are we at?
You're Utah Beach.
On Utah Beach. Okay.
In the great words of some modern poet named Blake Shelton, some beach, somewhere.
Exactly.
Actually took me a second, preacher.
Are we gonna run it? I don't want to ruin the plot, but I want to ask a question.
Ask a question.
Okay, hold on. Wait. No, you are not wrong, General. You are not wrong. The map does not get switched around. Omaha Beach is on that peninsula. We are going west, but we're going to have to head. Yeah, Utah Beach. Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
You said Omaha.
Oh, did I? Utah Beach is on that peninsula. We're going to have to go south at some point, and then head west.
Oh, okay. To get to Berlin.
To get to Berlin. But
Berlin
yes,
or bust.
There's nothing wrong with the map. There's nothing wrong with the map. We're going the right way.
All right. So I guess I did been homework. It's been so long.
I apologize
Yeah, I
for
looked
any
up the
disparaging
Google Maps
comments.
and I was thinking, it looks right. We should be headed west in.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that. Thank you for clearing my name. Much appreciated. Loader, Calvin,
Wait,
what do you
yeah, I
got?
was about to say, Hades was going to ruin your day. Hold on. I want him to ruin your day like I did.
Gonna ruin the plot. If we're on Utah
Ruin the plot.
Beach,
What do you got?
are we not gonna run into some friendlies behind the German lines?
Not where you're currently at, no.
So I had to reconfirm, but I was like, didn't the 101st make it to Utah Beach and blow some shit up?
They made it inland to one, not so much Utah Beach, but yes, they made it inland to some areas that you're not at.
Yeah, inland, but then I thought they pushed towards Utah to help with D-Day. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Their objective were to take out the main artillery guns that are shelling the beach. And those guns are a couple miles inland.
Oh, okay.
But they did get dropped all over the place.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were that far off.
Yeah.
Jeez, you'd think that far away, shelling the beach, they'd be hitting their own bunkers.
They had quite a bit of time to
Dial it in.
range and set in and everything else. Yeah, like we can get to some history later, but they were pretty fortified. The biggest mistake was Hitler pulled back his armor because he didn't trust his generals anymore, and so they were afraid to wake him up during D-Day, and the General Rommel was actually at his daughter's birthday because he didn't think there was a threat. Finkelstein comes across the air, and he says, "All right, secure these crossroads. Let's form a circle up here. I'm gonna get on the horn and wait for further instructions. Keep your eyes peeled for mines. They've obviously got this area mined."
Roger that, Lieutenant.
So, you guys doing anything for the moment, or shall I continue?
Continue. We're good where we're at.
Okay. You see Badger pull up, and he kind of does a bit of a turnaround, so he's kind of facing towards the sea. Babe's facing north, Big Ugly's facing to the west, and
We can face south.
okay.
Want to spin us around, Corporal?
Backing it up.
I'll back it up, Terry.
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay. All right. So where you guys are, you don't really witness or see firsthand all of the murder and the desecrated bodies and everything else that you helped
Desiccated
create
works.
on your way in. There are a lot of bunkers smoking. Tanks on the beach, they're still on fire. The craters from the artillery that's still going, they're still smoking and sending up, obviously shrapnel, sand, earth, things like that. In the air, for those of you that are out, there's a strong sense of death that's just floating around. That mixed with cordite and, gunpowder. To the east, more and more boats are starting to make their landing. Again, like I said a little bit ago, if you could see the beach, you'd start to see Charlie Company tanks offloading and making their way in. For you guys, though, the adrenaline rush, it's slowly starting to wear on you. It's only 9 a.m., and you've been up probably since 1 a.m., 2 a.m., when you guys first took off. Bandito, let's see. So left of your crew is Big Ugly, Badger, and yourselves. Bandito, you haven't heard from. You don't know what happened to them. Maybe you'll meet up again with them someday. The rest of the TCs all have their hatches open, and they're kind of looking around. Knoblauch, behind you, you can see Lieutenant Finkelstein climbing up and out of his hatch, and you kind of see him lean over on the inside, and he grabs his pork chop, and he comes across the comms, and he says, "All right, TCs, on me." And he drops his pork chop, and you can see him jump down, kind of standing behind his tank.
Okay. Bishop, you got the comm, and I jump out the back of the tank.
Okay. And I'll go to you here in a second, TC. What's everybody else doing at this point?
What damage did we take again?
So you've taken a mortar round, which destroyed some equipment on the top of your tank, but it didn't cause any chassis damage. It did cause some damage to your loading abilities. But you did take a ricochet round, and so you took, I believe it was 1 point of damage from that, so your chassis should be at, I think 6. I think 7 is your max. It should be 6.
Okay, yeah, I remember we took that. If we have a moment, then I would try to be looking at that damage to evaluate what kind of field repairs I might be able to do.
I was actually going to say the same thing, so I'd probably help him with that.
Okay.
If we can do it, some joint, we're looking at it together, discussing what we're looking at.
Okay. Let me find here real quick. So from you, let me move our guys up here for you. Bring them up. So they're up here with us. Calvin Horner. All right, so maintenance checks, things like that for you. Bum, 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 bum.
I do have some skills.
Do you have some skills?
I have Tinkerer, which lets me push my luck twice on non-attacking tech tests. And I have Mechanic 1, which is +1 die to tech tests for repairing engines, vehicles, pumps, and other mechanical contraptions.
Okay. So go ahead and initially give me a... it can either be a perception roll or a tech roll to kind of simulate you're doing an inspection of, why the gun or why the breach area of the gun is causing you issues, and it's a little slower to cause you to load.
Any modifiers on that one?
No, sir.
Let me
you have one
this.
dud. You can push it.
You can push luck twice when making non-attack, but duds still count as normal.
So if you roll again, that dud is going to become a foobar, either to yourself or to my group bank.
Well, since we're working jointly, let him make that roll next. I guess, so I'll just say, no, I won't push it yet.
Okay. Yeah, and Preach, if you're helping,
yeah,
you would have had to have gotten out. Well, from your position, I think you can crawl back. So, yeah, go ahead and give me a tech test or a roll. Whatever one he did is what you're going to roll also.
I did tech.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got one.
Okay. So through that, you find that the breach, something on the breach was knocked loose. I don't know all the 100% mechanics of the gun and the gun itself. But you do notice that, Preacher. Maybe it's from the angle that you slid in, that you saw differently than the loader did. But you're able to point that out.
So yeah, I slide in and I see him kind of tinkering with it. And what you looking at, Horny?
Just trying to see what was knocked loose here. I was having some trouble loading there after we took a hit. He's, moving things around, and clearly he's not seeing the problem yet.
And as you move something, I see that there's a piece that's kind of just pushed out, but the reason it's pushed out is because there was a small piece of I will say some kind of debris. Whenever you were loading in, it actually just kind of wedged itself in, and I'm like, hang on a second. And then I'd pull out my little Case XX pocket knife and I flick it, and as I stick the knife in, I'd take the backside of my hand and I just kind of bink, and I just pop that out. See if it'll load now.
Was that just a diagnosis, or do we need to do a fix roll as well?
That so originally, yeah. So sorry, and I didn't want to interrupt you, Preach. That was to diagnose some of the issue, and if it's whether or not you can handle it yourself, or if it's more of a second level maintenance type of situation.
Well, then I retcon and I say it's probably that right there.
Beautiful.
So what did he? Was that? It's something we can fix then?
Yeah, as far as you can tell right now, it's going to be something that you can handle and take care of right now with the equipment that you have.
Okay, I hold that right here. Let me try and do this real quick.
Understand. And I start kind of holding Daddy's flashlight, I guess.
I gotta start cussing then.
Over
Hold the light still.
here, sweet pea, you stupid motherfucker.
Here, aim it at this.
God, was you raised in an orphanage? Shit.
All right. So give me a tech roll, Preach. You'll do a tech roll as well to assist Hades.
Understand. Tech roll.
Mechanic.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. So I am, in fact, all over the place with my flashlight. Or I can't hold it, whatever he's wanting me to hold it, I can't hold it just right. The fucking angle's weird.
Wait, I think you held it still enough.
Yeah, with that roll, Jesus. Okay, so
I found a way to get actually some more oomph out of it.
So what happens is I'm holding this, and about the time he's hold it still, I'm like, hang on, I'm trying to get it, and then I twist it a certain way, and I put my thumb on it, and about that time he smacks my thumb and the head of whatever it is I'm holding with a hammer. I'm like, God damn it, and he's like, yep, that did it.
Yeah, actually, I think that'll work better than before.
I surely fucking hope so. Shit.
yep. So you're able to do it. You had 4 extra strikes of luckies. What would you like to do with those?
I feel like I ask this every game and then I forget. Can they be used at all to cancel out foo bars? Is it like a 2-to-1 or something like that?
Yeah, let me check here.
Or is it just a no?
Lucky strikes or foo bars. When you push your luck, you may reroll 1. Subsequent quad duds do. And I feel like I've answered this before too. Now I forget.
I just have these 2 foo bars that scare me in my pocket.
Give me 1 second. I think you can do it with your roll. Give me 1 second here. Double check.
Fire in the hole!
Woo!
You need the Roblox death noise.
Yeah, so I thought we made a house rule for that. Maybe we didn't. Lucky strikes and poo bars. You push your luck, you may reroll ones. Each lucky strike, a foo bar can be used one of the following. And I know I have the list here, so, and I don't see it in there. So you can't use it to remove foo bars.
Okay, and you said I have 4, so
Yeah.
I will.
So the one thing you can do, because you didn't push it, did you? No, you didn't push it. Disregard.
No,
so
I didn't.
Ignore what I was going to say.
Okay.
So yeah, you have 4.
I assume that, working on the and did we repair that structure damage by doing what we did as well?
No, that stays.
Permanently? Like I can't use it for that, or?
It's not maintenance that you would likely be able to perform.
Okay. Okay. Well, then I'll distribute. So I'll take 2 of those luckies, and then I'll give the other 2 to my flashlight holder.
Okay. And Preach, do you have lucky strikes currently?
I actually have 2, yeah, currently.
Okay. So Hades, your other option would be to put it towards the group. The tank lucky strike.
His 2 goes to first aid for my fucking thumb.
You chose that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mad at me now. Yeah, we'll put it towards the tank then.
Okay. Anybody else do anything? Driver, gunner.
I'm just hanging out smoking.
Yeah, same.
I already did my duty.
Okay. And I'll get into a fuel and maintenance check here in a minute, and a food and water check, which are more house things that I did. Behind the tanks at the little powwow at the crossroads, you see Lieutenant Finkelstein, Sergeant Roy Davis, Sergeant John Bailey, all kind of meet up behind Big Ugly there. In his mouth in Lieutenant Finkelstein's mouth is a cigar, and you can see him starting to light it up. And he says, "Congratulations, gentlemen. We're here. Now we just got to finish this war. Good job. Sergeant Davis, sorry about your loss." And he looks around at the rest of you, and he hands out like a box of matches for anybody who happens to be whipping out their cigars. And he says, "Okay, listen up. Major Davidson just got word our boys from the 101st are having a heck of a time gaining ground. They've been trying to push into the village of Auduville-la-Hubert." I think I sound French. I don't know if that's working out for me. Auduville-la-Hubert. From the southwest since this morning. Their objective was to take out and secure the small village and silence the cannons that are raining on the Utah beach here. It's about 3.5 kilometers west of our current location, about 2 miles. Once there, we're going to provide support so they can take the village. There's one way in, and it's down exit road number 3 or road 67 to push into town. There's a fork in the roadway about 1.5 miles in. At that fork, Blackjack, since you lost your buddy Tank, you and Babe are together. You and Babe, I want you guys to continue straight west at that fork and provide support from the east-southeast location. I'll take myself and Badger to the north of that fork, and we'll flank from that location.
Lieutenant, can I make a recommendation?
Go ahead, Sergeant.
Could we possibly get the gunner from Bandito?
You'd have to find him. And that would be up to Sergeant Davis. And Davis kind of looks there as he's taking a hard draw on his cigar, and he says, I haven't cleaned out the mist that's inside yet. Not to speak ill of my gunner. You gonna help me do that?
Will you be handling the shots from your tank? You're not much use to us if you don't have a gun.
It was the bow gunner. It was the bow gunner.
I didn't know it was the bow gunner.
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, sir.
Oh, those
That's
guys
okay.
are just superfluous.
Yeah, who needs them?
Not useful.
At least they don't need their thumbs or anything.
Posable thumbs not required. Yes.
My plan was to pull them out. Not much we can do about the mess right now, and set them up against one of these tank traps for one of our boys pushing inland to find once they do so.
Just roll it back into the ocean with the waves.
Just clean it out, right? Wash it out. You know, have Ojos operate the bilge pump.
My
Great.
mistake, as you were.
Don't be mad because I've killed every single fucking bad thing you tried to throw in our way, okay? We don't need to bring up the fucking
Including the
bilge pump
bilge
again. Yeah, fuck
You
that
also-
bilge
It's the
pump.
one thing I have
Bilge
right
pump
now,
is-
okay?
Bilge
fuck
pump
you.
can suck my dick.
I'm
No,
gonna
it
make a
wouldn't
note.
because you couldn't operate
More
it correctly.
water missions for Ojos.
Oh, fuck you, Sweet Pea. What are you up there doing? Fucking squeezing triggers? I got a bigger gun and your gun connected to mine. Go fuck yourself.
One manual on how to operate the pump, signed by Ojos.
Fucking hate you too, fingers.
It has a small manual operation section. It just says "suck start."
Hey, pretty good at that.
I swear, baby, it's not mine.
So we
Uh,
head
Just
straight
get in
west.
here.
So we head straight west, and we'll see this town. Okay?
That's the plan, yeah. And Lieutenant Finkelstein looks up and he's like, anybody have any questions?
Not from me, Lieutenant.
Nope.
Yeah, I
And
got
you
a
get
question, how many scalps?
how many scalps? I want them all. So he says, all right, you got 30 minutes. Get your shit in order, and we're rolling out.
Okay, head back to the tank. All right, 30 minutes, boys. We're heading west. The one up first, when I get a little bit closer, the one up first needs some support.
You see Sweet Pea just hop back in his spot on the gun. Doesn't even listen to TC at all.
That
What's with the
What
attitude?
the fuck? What was that in the background?
Yeah, what was that?
What? I didn't hear
Sweet Pea
it.
doesn't listen to TC. Dead silence for like half a second.
That's Calvin in the tank laughing at the insolence. The pure insolence.
Keep him alive.
That's
as
also
the
Sev's
best
kid. We're just gonna blame everything on Sev's kid.
We are all Seb's children.
get. Hold up.
Realistically, though, it's probably one of my hellions because they're like right across the wall from me.
Before you do the mount up, I got a couple checks for you.
Okay.
These are more house-made ones that did a little while ago. So because of the amount of operating time, we're going to start off with a fuel check. And I can explain it to you, or I could have you guys roll, and we can continue on from there. But basically, I'm going to need one player to roll 5d6, because you have 175 gallons on the tank, and so I'm simulating that by 10 fuel points. And
Driver.
Yeah, I was about to say I vote for the guy that's driving the tank.
okay.
I second.
Drivist.
Done.
All right. So the rules for my
It's a really bad
fuel maintenance is one player is going to roll 5d6. Any ones rolled take away from your fuel points. Any sixes rolled will negate one of those ones. Extra sixes do nothing. That's you're at 8 fuel points right now, and you do still have, as a reminder, because we haven't really had to mess with this yet. You should have 5 jerry cans on the back of your tank if those didn't blow up when the mortar hit.
Yeah, we lost
We
2
gonna
due
we
to
gonna be able
reckless
to get some
driving.
new ammo, like so get some refill on some ammo before we just start Jolly Roger and all up to the fucking north or where the hell we're heading.
West?
West.
That's actually a
Kinda
good
like-
question, General.
kinda
Is
like
there any
north.
is there any resupply depots
French
being
north.
set up?
There's no resupply depots currently.
This is bullshit. Who's fucking running the logistics on this thing?
He's in another country, safe and
Is that,
sound.
the, is that the fucking French?
That's a French.
French
I
are
mean-
the only tanks that have a rear view mirror. That way they can still see the battlefield.
Wow.
Wah, wah, wah.
There's always other options.
Suck it, Maginot.
You know, figure some things
Oh.
out.
Dude, hey,
We can-
hey, TC.
What is it?
Hey,
What
is
is it, Bishop?
Bandito going with us? Or are they just going to sit down there and, kind of relax?
We do not know the status of Bandito.
Well, if they're
What's the
battery
status of
out,
Bandito's shit?
that's what I was about to say. If
Yeah, right.
Bandito's battery out, let's. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been murdering some Germans, and me and Sweet Pea need some more ammo. So, be good to just go drive on down there, and we can send some runners. There's some crunchies around here, right? They got to be fucking doing something useful now. Send them down there, grab some shells, and bring them on up.
We roll in half an hour. I don't think we got the time. No, I hear you. I
Half
hear
an
you.
hour. That ain't
Sure
long
you
enough
are.
to go run over there and back.
I'd say, buddy guy, put this shit in R and back down there and
TC,
do it.
I'll-
We'll fucking load it up.
If only we had a vehicle that would had wheels and fucking treads or something.
How far
that
away
would
is it,
go.
General?
Like 600 meters.
200 meters.
Yeah,
600.
180. Hot,
You
skip,
said
and a jump.
200 meters. Oh, wait, 600. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, same thing.
Is it really only 180 meters away?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
if
how
we're
come you
gonna
made it sound like we'd
I don't
never
know.
see him
I
again?
don't know if we're gonna have enough time.
Well, they're
Hey,
out of
it might-
communications.
In my defense, fuck you. Okay.
he's like, fuck you. That's why.
To be fair,
Lieutenant, this is Sergeant Knoblauch. Permission to do a run over to Bandito and appropriate some ammo refits.
Copy, Sarge.
Tactically
Just be
acquire
ready to
hole
roll when
punchers.
we're ready to roll. And don't run over a mine.
Roger that. Sergeant Davis, last chance. You want that gunner?
He clicks on and he says, if Bandito's still down there, see if somebody wants to help us out. Yeah.
Roger that. Take us down there, Corporal Buddy Guy.
All right.
Buddy.
Anyone want to walk out in front of me here if we're still worried about mines? If
I'll
not,
sit down
here I
on
go.
front and watch.
Gun it.
All right, do I?
You just tell me which way you're going. And just keep driving it, and I'll tell you if you need to make a roll.
Towards wherever Bandito is. I don't know where he is.
We can't
He's-
keep a lookout, or are they like not noticeable mines? Because we were standing on the
You
beach
can
and
keep
saw
a
them.
you can keep a lookout. Yeah, I'll require some perception checks.
Oh,
I
Oh,
think
do
what he was
something.
saying, what old buddy guy was asking, is if we could get fucking Sweet Pea out here to ground guide us or something. You know what I mean?
We don't have time
Fucking-
for that.
Fucking eye holes over here, fucking keeping a watch out to make sure nothing blows up our treads or our wheels.
So
There we
is that the route you went?
Pull up on. I think so. Yeah.
So watch my marker, right? Like this. Straight down to here, and then down here.
I don't see where you went. I kind of followed on this side of the barbed wire and then cut across right here. If you're able to see that.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Yep. So you roll up on Bandito. There's nobody with the tank. And there's really nobody around. You see some does kind of up to the north, and then to the east, and you do see some shelling still going on. But the crew of Bandito is not inside there.
No, we check it out.
This tank doesn't have a horn on it, does it, or some sort of device
Sergeant Sanchez.
Plug the horn.
Sergeant
Anyone
Sanchez,
home?
you read.
And you're not getting any response.
I vote Dixie Horn, yes.
Dixie horn?
Okay.
Yeah, but it has a really shitty air compressor to it, so it doesn't actually do it, but it's more like like really shitty.
And
Private
then
Horner.
I suck started.
Private Horner, give me a hand. We jump out and if he follows, and we go check out Bandito. Everyone else, stay alert.
So what are you doing as you
Jump on
climb
the
in?
tank.
You climbing
Jump on
into the tank?
Look down through the.
You know, just
Netch.
because this there's. I just want to see if we can continue a tradition here. Since you're climbing up there, Sergeant Knoblauch, give me a nimble
for
test.
Son of a.
No reason.
Where is it? Yeah, nimble. Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I can't wait.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, nimbly bimbly.
Is yakety sax a thing yet? Is that been discovered?
What's
Has that
yakety
been
sax?
created? You don't know what yakety sax is, man?
No. Thank you, Dex.
You make me sad. When did
So-
that come out? It's the Benny Hill theme song, dude.
Oh. Okay.
That's
Swing and a
Enter
miss.
the Gladiators.
Oh. Wow.
Which appropriately was meant as a marching song, but is now associated with clowns.
With so you start to climb up TC, and an artillery round strikes somewhere on the beach, which causes you to lose your grip, and you don't make it all the way up on the tank, but you do land on all fours. You know, it's just a minor.
I just stay there. I just stay there for a moment. Yeah, no mines here. I think we're okay. Why don't you jump up there, Corporal Horner, while Private Horner, while I ascertain the surroundings.
Yeah, let TC do that since he likes to hang out of the tank and not watch his ass and all that.
Well, you know what they say about an unwatched ass.
No.
No, I'm curious. What do they say?
What do they say?
Oh, I was hoping you'd know. Wolf at least was curious.
Is this? I said no. I mean, is this what you picked this one up in prison there, Hades?
Oh, so you did know.
Okay, so anyways, damn it, Horner, check out the fucking tank.
Was that you were ordering Horner to? Fine, Horner gets out, he checks out the tank.
Okay, so you get up there, and you notice that Bandito does have some scarring marks. You do see the sand all around the tank itself. Looks like at some point it had lost all its fuel in that area, and so the sand is dried up, but you can tell that liquid had poured down there. No one's inside the tank. Inside the tank, everything looks as is and fine. Like personal belongings aren't in there, things like that, but everything else, ammo, weapons, or shells and stuff, it's all in there.
Cigarettes?
No, all that's gone.
We strip it. What about the jerry cans?
Everything's still on the back of that tank.
Yeah, we take it all. We take it all. Anything we can scrounge, salvage, we take it.
We just pour the
I'll
jerry
fill us
cans
up.
into our gas tank. Yep.
Yep, I'll take care of that.
Okay.
Hey, Ojos, get over here. Let's. I'll toss the shells out to you.
Chain
technician?
them up. Chain them up. Let's do this.
Technician 5th grade guy, give us a hand.
Yep, I'm on it. Filling her up.
Sweet Pea, keep an eye open. Stay on that gun.
Who's inside pulling the shells out?
Well, I would think the loader.
I'm inside, tossing them to Ojos.
Okay. As you start to pull those shells out, you notice a small bag. It looks like a your standard musette bag, and you open it up, and inside are sticks of dynamite, thanks to Dex Headhunter's drop. So
Got that bag I gave you?
you have
Hell
some
yeah.
dynamite. We'll add to your player list there that you found in a musette bag. Somebody was feeling like they were going to throw some fireworks. Thanks, Dex.
Thanks,
What
Dick.
time? This is June. Are these gonna get sweaty? I don't know how humid France gets.
I think it takes a little bit longer than that.
Knees weak, arms heavy. Nitroglycerin?
Yeah, I just don't want us to hit a rock and then, blow
No,
up these.
weeping dynamite reminds me of a shiver instance. You guys remember the callback to that one?
Too soon.
No,
So you guys are uploading
That
all
poor
of
old
that.
Bob Seger tape.
What's everybody else doing? Is everybody else working the chain for the ammo?
Yep.
Okay.
Except for me, I'm on perception. I was already doing that, but TC told me to do that, so I am kind of keeping eyes and ears for us while this is going on.
Okay.
And I keep an eye on the clock, General.
Okay.
Yeah, when you were saying everything was sandy, I was really worried you were going to tell me that I found broken shells.
Standard broken shell?
You're disgusting.
Put the canvas back up. We're going back out to sea.
Somebody else operate the bilge.
Oops. All right.
Just like-
So why don't you go ahead in the 30 minutes that we have? Why don't you give me a 1d20 roll?
Ooh. What in regard to what?
This will be how much ammo you're able to pull out in that 30 minutes.
Gunner, you want to do that one for us? Sorry, not Gunner. Not Gunner. Loader. That's your area of expertise.
20.
Okay. So you're able to get 9 rounds of your choice, AP or HE.
I think we only used one AP. You want it to all be HE or?
Yes, please.
Let me just get H and turn this chemical. Anybody want some mustard with their crowd?
Yes.
Buddy guy, you're able to
Little
top it off.
bullseye.
Bandito has 3 extra jerry cans left if you want to try and do anything with those.
Take them. Put them on the back of our tank.
Why not just fill up our tank?
taking any.
He did already.
Yep, I did.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'll take any extra we can carry, for sure.
Okay. So you're able to get those secured on the back haphazardly where there seems to be some extra space where you guys happened to lose some equipment earlier in the game. So it works out. And you're about at the 30-minute mark. So was there anything else
Right.
you guys want to do?
I just read a little note. To Sergeant Sanchez, IOU. See you in Berlin, buddy. Knoblauch. And I drop it in the tank. And then we hop back on ours and head back for the crossroads. Go
Okay.
back the way we came.
Perfect.
Driver.
Yes, I take the exact same path.
Okay.
Back the way we came.
A wise decision. Hades, since you're the loader but also maintenance, give me a 5d6 roll, please. Let's see.
611.
1611. All right, so anyone's roll, take away from your maintenance points. 6s. extra 6 do nothing. Okay, so you don't lose any maintenance points this round.
That's right.
Anybody doing anything else? Food, water, sleep, knocking one off, smoking.
Take a quick nap. Someone take the wheel.
Yeah, obviously tough.
Jesus.
Jesus, Eisenhower, take the wheel.
Yeah, Jesus. Hey, Zeus, take the wheel.
Did we just replace the fuel we lost, or am I adding more extra?
No, you just replaced the fuel you lost. In terms of jerry cans, though, yes, you'll update that with 3 extra. So I think that'll probably take you guys to 8.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, drink some water, eat an MRE. What were they then? The sea rations?
Sea rations. Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
Yeah, rolling to see if I get Chili Mac for my MRE, because it's the best one.
I'm with that for
Wow.
it.
Chili
You-
Mac. What
You
a
actually probably
fucking
get
throwback.
pork and beans.
Hey, the 4 fingers of death ain't bad.
Facts.
Alright.
Come on, pork rib.
Okay.
Head back over to Sergeant Davis and Babe. When we get there, I tell him, yeah, the Sergeant Sanchez's crew wasn't there. So you're just gonna be down 1 man, I'm afraid. Probably got picked up and redistributed.
Ooh, English
Distributed.
Hey, does anyone else, when you say a word wrong, say it again the exactly same way to make it sound like you did it intentionally? No, just me. Okay. Yeah. Do we head west?
Wagons
It's your
west.
call.
Put the canvas back up. We're
Okay, so
wagon train now.
Davis, he thanks you across the air, and he says, appreciate you looking, Kris. Okay, so let's see. So, not so much map use yet, but you guys do have maps that were issued to you. So, and I will allow access to this now. Let's see. I need to figure out how to.
Yeah, you said we're approaching a town or something. Are we going to do a layout of the town at all?
Yeah, so I'm trying to load up a map for you. Did that pop?
If there's a bell tower, we're knocking it out right away, because there's always a sniper in the bell tower. That's not a map, that's gear.
I was going to say, it looks like a standard standard gear. One, in fact.
Take a left at the 1911.
yeah, take a left at the 1911 and scoot right in between Bowie and the holster, and you might make it if you land right between binocs and headgear.
I wonder why. Oh, that's why.
What's the difference between 5 and 6? Is it a
I wonder
preference?
why. This won't.
guessing- Tank crew would be more comfortable.
One's for the
with-
belt, the other one's for your shoulders.
Yeah, but you still only have 1 gun. There's 1 revolver. No, it's
You
not
get
a
to
revolver.
choose. You get to
Automatic,
choose which
semi-automatic.
one you want. It's whether you're
Well, what if
standing or
it is?
sitting. You know what I mean?
Because I'm thinking, as a tank crew, no, seriously. I mean, if you're sitting, you're not going to want to.
5
Yeah,
goes
number
with
6.
7. I think 6
Yeah, I
is
certainly would not be wearing a 6 if I was doing mostly sitting, for sure.
I feel like 6 has something different in there.
Is that for the
6 is
flashlight?
probably,
Or does that
yeah.
just clip on the...
A hatchet or something?
Do you guys see
Get this
the
fucking map out of our
map?
way. We're looking at tank gear.
Oh, okay. Well, fucking look at the map.
So we're talking about gear. Get this fucking map out of our way.
Aduville.
Okay, so where are we? Are we exit 3?
Yeah,
We
you're
are- we-
pretty much right there where exit 3, road 67 is, all the way on the far right side.
Okay.
This is the road that Lieutenant Finkelstein told you that you guys need to take. Let me bring that up so the viewers
where
can
is
see it too.
And where is he and Badger? No, where is he and Badger headed?
So your orders were to head west down this road up until the fork of the road, right? So here's the fork.
Where? I don't see it.
I can't ping maps, but you see the city of Alduville?
Yeah.
You go to the right of the name.
So that cross there,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Fink and there's a Badger are to head north along that road. You and Babe are to head west, southwest on that other road.
Okay, gotcha. Now, have they already headed off? Or are they still
No, they haven't moved yet. They're looking like they're packed up and fired up and ready to go.
Who's taking point?
Let's see. So, about after 30 minutes or so, Finkelstein comes across the radio and he says, all right, listen up, boys. It's time to move out. Tip of the spear, gentlemen. Blackjack, you got the lead. Followed by Badger, Big Ugly, and Babe. Let's move out.
Roger that, Lieutenant. You heard him, boys.
On a roll.
We're on point.
All right, so you should be able to access. Do you have access to that map? Let me check.
Sweet Pea looks at the map and goes, why would they name a town Byville? Aduville? By?
I bid you.
Adieu. Okay.
Where are you from again, Private?
Who, me?
Everett. Where are you from, son?
From East Tennessee. Where are you from?
East Tennessee.
Him or
Me?
his character?
Oh, what? I don't remember. Was it Minnesota? Been a lot of places.
Seeing as how I speak third breast French here, I do means Byville, right?
Yeah, me, I don't speak any French.
He's from Louisiana now.
Exactly, third best.
He's like the medic. Getting along with the French nurse.
No, Everett would be kind of like Ben Affleck's character in Pearl Harbor whenever he does his eye check and he's like, listen, I can shoot a rabbit with a $2 pistol. I just got a problem with letters.
But you're going to say he's going to be like Ben Affleck in Pearl Harbor and ruin a movie.
And steal a man's wife and ruin a movie. Yeah, that's pretty, I mean, it's pretty accurate.
Did you ever see Team America World Police? The one song is,
I fucking love that movie.
what is it? Pearl Harbor sucks or I miss you as much as Pearl Harbor sucked or something like that.
Yeah. I was actually quoting Team America the other day. We'll talk about that off stream though.
I hated that movie. That movie was so fucking stupid.
What? Get out of here. Log off your computer right now.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I couldn't
Boys,
wait for
ready?
it to come out. I was so looking forward to that. And then went and saw it in the movie theater and thought, oh man, that's $8 I'll never get back again.
Shit, $8. Nice. First time I watched it was on a PSP. I bought the PSP version of it and watched it on
All right, what's going on, General?
Ready? So the roadway to the west, it's big enough for the column to move single file and only single file. Decorating the southern side of the road are large hedgerows that even from your position, TC, 9 feet up in the air, you can barely see over the top of them. The hedgerows, however, they're not consistent, so they go for a little bit, taper off, come back. Some are dying, some you can see through, things like that. But for the most part, those hedgerows are only on the southern side. On the northern side is what looks to be continuous farm fields. Well, used to be. Sorry, it's all flooded now, and what's likely to be a few feet deep. All this flooding was, or is, making the roadway a bit slick with a higher chance of getting stuck or sliding off. Far off in the distance, you do see what looks to be likely the some of the German soldiers from the beaches are still running and then still just hightailing it to the west. And you can kind of see that through the hedgerows on the south side.
Your audio got a little bit harder to hear. What part's flooded?
The northern side of the field.
Just the field, not the roadway?
Correct. Yeah, but the roadway is going to be muddy, and I'm going to handle that with Seb here in a second. Oh, who's dropping it?
I think everybody should just draw attention to the chat in TTA right now, just because of Seb's comment.
Zeppelins don't fare well in this war?
Yeah, just look at the two above it, though.
Don't be alarmed now.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow,
There's a bustle in your hedgerow. Don't be alarmed now. Yes.
If there's a bustle in your hedgerow.
Zeppelins don't fare well in this war. I love it.
So, TC. Actually, real quick, driver, give me an operate test -1.
Operate -1.
Okay.
Well, that's not great.
No, that's not great, is it? So your tank is driving along, and you know, buddy guy, your confidence maybe be getting ahead of you here a little bit, but you do start to feel the tank slip and slide a little bit off the road to the northern side. So as that's happening, I'm going to need you to correct it, otherwise you might be sliding down into the drink. So I'm going to need a normal operating roll. Well, first tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you how we're going to bat this.
Okay. You kind of tapered off there. Like, I don't know if music is cut into your audio or whatever, but I think I heard what you said. So I'm driving along there. We're in formation, doing okay. I see that there's more and more mud. Terrain's getting a little bit harder to get a hold on, and we start sliding. So I probably noticeably tense up, and I'm trying not to let on to anyone else at the moment that I'm starting to lose control, but I'm trying to bring it back before it's I get out of formation.
Okay.
So regular operate test, you said?
Yeah. Do I sound okay? Am I all right?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I think the music got loud on your side, so it like cuts it down in Skype or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, but
yeah, I did turn it down here. So, would you like to push that?
I've got 2 1s on it. It looks like, so those can turn into foo bars, right?
Just one of them turns into a foo bar.
Just one of them. Okay. Do I have any foo bars? I have 2.
Did you use a lucky strike? Or is that too late for that?
Yeah, you can use your lucky strike to take one of those out, or 2 of them.
We have 2 group ones at least.
Yep.
Yeah, I have 2 also, so I'll use the lucky strike to get rid of that and re-roll. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while for me. All right.
Yeah. So basically, what it does is the lucky strike allows you to re-roll the 1s, because you wouldn't normally be able to re-roll the 1s.
Okay, so just do another operate test then at this point, right? Since
Yeah,
there's no
and
way
you're taking that from the group.
I have 2 on my own, so I'll take that
Okay.
for myself. And here we go. Hey.
All right. That's. There we go. So as your tank starts to slip and slide, I guess tell me what you do to maintain it and keep it on the road.
All right. Pull it back in line on the road and keep it there. There might have been like a slight swerve or whatever, and I just play it cool.
Play it cool.
Meant to do that.
So were you listing lazily to the left?
Yeah.
He was
Guys,
parastripping.
there's a bit of a pothole there I had to go around.
Well done. Well done. Tech Sergeant, wait, no, what is it? Specialist, Tech Specialist, level 5, buddy guy.
Yes. TC.
Yep.
Perception check, sir. Since you're
Perception
out,
check.
are you using your binos to look around and such?
Yep.
Plus 1.
Did you just ask if he's using albinos to look around?
And the answer is yes.
The answer is yes to both of those.
Albinos. Holy.
How do I roll for albinos?
Okay.
6.
So, about a quarter mile down the road, as you guys start to make your way down that road, over the hedgerows appears to be what looks like a roof of a building or a house of something. But from where you are currently, you can't tell if it's occupied or not.
Light her up. No, I'm joking.
You firing?
I'm joking.
No?
I'm joking.
Okay.
Well, we are in a Sherman, right?
Yeah, like
But we're marching from the sea.
like the Ronson lighters.
I radioed
Lights.
back to the lieutenant. You want us to proceed alone, Lieutenant?
He comes across the air and he says, Sarge, why don't you, and I gave you, and babe, once we get up there, why don't you pull in and check it out? We'll Charlie Mike on and we'll continue mission. If you, whatever you find, radio in and then meet back up with us.
Roger that, Lieutenant. Over and out. We drive on.
So you're going to drive on?
And we come up alongside of it and pull into. Does it have a courtyard? Does it have fruit trees?
Let's see. Find it
Does it
here.
have a vineyard?
Yeah, there's a vineyard. You guys have all sorts
What's
of
the weather like?
wine.
Is it a sunny day?
It is sunny, so
it-
you
it
get a
is sunny.
negative modifier to your albinos.
Okay. So as you guys start to approach, and I'll let you make your decision here, TC. As you start to get closer, some of the hedgerows do give way a little bit, enough for you to see that it's a 2-story stone farmhouse. There is a Knoblauch peeking out from the southern side, looking like it's parked. From the side, you can see there are a couple windows and doors, but there's no activity outside.
But there is a German military vehicle parked out front.
Correct.
I passed that on. Lieutenant, be advised, there is an unoccupied vehicle parked, German military vehicle parked out front.
It takes a second for him to come across the air.
The way I
And
see
it
it,
says-
Lieutenant, either we light the place up or we attempt to do some recon capture and intelligence gathering. What's your call?
And he keeps another second it goes on, and he says, all right, Sergeant, why don't you take a recon, let me know what you see, and report back.
Roger that, Lieutenant.
While they're having that little conversation, would I be able to pull out some binoculars and take a look at like the windows and stuff?
Yeah.
If we're that close. Okay.
Yeah, if you've got binoculars.
I've got a plan.
I feel like we had some like just available in the tank, but maybe
Your
not.
TC's got
I
them,
thought I had
yeah.
done that before.
Your TC does have them.
Okay.
There
Well,
are
then-
binoculars in the tanker standard gear 1.
Oh, TC, did you have your own?
Well,
What's that?
Did you have your own binoculars too?
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, Sev, all yours. +1, wherever you're looking.
okay. All right. Pull up my perception +1.
I've got a plan. When we're
Some more cowbell? Okay, so are you looking in the window? One of the windows? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, basically just scanning across the windows in the front of the house, seeing if anyone's is there a gun aimed at us, something like that.
So from the angle you're at, since you're probably about 5 feet lower than your sergeant or your TC, you two kind of catch some glimpses between the actual hedgerows themselves. From what you can see, you don't make out any movement, anything like that.
Okay. I'm not seeing any activity up there so far, but I don't have good eyes on it.
What was the plan, General? Are we wrapping up 8:30?
So I'll finish this up, and then you guys can.
Because because the plan, I would think, would be for us to stop here, right? Leave 1 or 2 members in the tank, or maybe we'll leave Babe behind. We jump out, bring arms, and slink up to the outside of this thing. Maybe take the starter cap out of that vehicle.
I was gonna say close. I was gonna say let's let the air out of their tires, and then make a commotion outside and get them to chase us, and then blow them up in the vehicle. Sorry, go on.
And then go from there. But I presume we save that for next campaign, or next game session.
So I know how I would like to end it, and then you guys can decide next game.
Sounds good.
So as you guys roll up, the tank starts to make its move in the direction of this, what looks to be this 2-story stone farmhouse. As you kind of approach, here, and I'll actually switch over to the map. Let me see here, where are we at? Okay. Okay. So there's your map. So as you guys start to approach and the hedgerow does start to taper off down to the ground, you notice obviously what looks to be a lot of footprints, a lot of mud tracks, leading in all sorts of different directions, things like that. And the second that the nose of your tank starts to come around the corner of that, out of the house starts walking a line of German soldiers. And the front guy is actually carrying a white flag, and there seems to be about 5 of them, 5 all in the gray the soldier uniforms, and one behind them, he's in an all black uniform.
Let's commit some war crimes.
It's tempting.
And
I posted something similar in chat.
they came out with a red flag. And so that's where we'll end for today. And then you guys can decide what you do next time.
All right.
Yeah, so good job, boys. You guys successfully lived through Utah Beach and are starting to push on into the next scenario. So congratulations to all of you with minor damage to your tank. So we'll start off with our TC. Can tell us how his character's feeling and then how he's feeling, and then we'll go from there. TC.
He's cautiously optimistic. We've made it this far. We haven't lost anybody. Knock on wood. We were able to refuel, such as it were, and top on up on ammo. Yeah, I right now the cards are in our favor, but he's very much aware that could change at any time. As far as the game goes, great fun. I love this crew.
Good, fantastic.
In a manly way.
In a manly way. Well, of course, especially being in the tank, you start to only see the 4 of them. Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you survived so far. Onwards over to next in charge, our gunner, Joseph Ojos Bishop, played by Wolf.
Sorry, I had to pet my dog. She asserted herself here. So Ojos is pretty relaxed at this point. Even with the appearance of this vehicle, you know, you got a 30-minute downtime. That's enough to get through a cigar, get a little bit of chow, and then all of a sudden we're rolling again. The whole drive has been relaxing, honestly, compared to the amount of fire that we were taking down on the beach. So when that vehicle kind of shows up, you can see it, and these guys are coming out. Bishop's barely even looking through the sights. He knows that we got an awesome bow gunner to take him out if anything, you know, gets ugly. So just relaxing for now, honestly. For game wise, you're doing a great job. You did a good transition into the next mission, man. That was good. Like,
thank you.
No downtime. We went from end of mission to the beginning of mission faster than like, it was just great. So well done on that.
Thank you.
You're doing all the stuff you're running has just been good, you know, except for that you try to tell us there's a map and we're looking at, you know, junk on a bunk for our tanks. So.
Yeah, when I select and show players.
I'm giving you shit. You're doing a great job, man. Keep it up. Your knowledge of the history of all this stuff, the obvious research that you do into this, the planning and everything has just been just a class S freaking setup, man. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you. Onwards to our next in rank person, Tech 5 Sergeant. Oh my gosh, we're gonna leave it like that. Have y'all just take a look at the stream.
Wow, look at that fucking gigantic
That looks
face.
great.
Doesn't it?
Dominating the screen.
Yeah. We're gonna leave it
so
like
Buddy
that.
Guy.
Buddy
Yeah,
Guy,
do it.
tell me about it. Tell me how
Buddy
Buddy Guy,
Guy.
the driver's feeling.
Buddy Guy's feeling pretty good. You know, he was getting a little sleepy there for a second. You know, started sliding off the road in the mud. The adrenaline had worn off, but he snapped back out of it. And now with these Germans coming out of this house, he's at full attention again.
There, I fixed you.
Looking forward to the next session. Hopefully, I'll be able to make it again and not keep missing a whole bunch because
Yeah.
this has been a great game to play in. And
Thanks. Yeah, it's
echo
nice to have you
everything
back.
that
The whole
said.
crew.
Yeah, awesome.
Fantastic. Onwards to our gentlemen's here. We'll go with our bog gunner first, played by Everett Sweet Pea Pines. Preacher.
So, Sweet Pea is, he's, you know, he finally got his first taste of what would be actual war. And, you know, just to kind of echo what everybody was saying, he's, you know, we're in the shit and it's real, but everybody in his crew, for the most part, he's glad to be in this tank. He feels comfortable with everybody involved, and just interested to see kind of how it works. You know, you can simulate all you want, but whenever you're in the shit, how does it actually work, and what kind of toll is it gonna take? But right now he's still froggy and just kind of trying to hold his own, trying to hold his point. As far as me, same thing. Yeah, I want to echo kind of what Judge was saying. Dude, the amount of history and stuff you bring to the table and the amount of effort you put into this is just killer. It's really showing, and not only necessarily is your knowledge of the history a thing, but just that transferring over to this game makes it so seamless and so interesting. Like he said, transferring from what was our current mission to now our next mission, that transition was seamless and it was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you didn't know, I mean, you'd be like, wow, that was, you know, we're just continuing on through, you know, life, and I think that's super cool. Yeah, as always, doing a great job,
and I'm tickled to be a part of it. It's pretty cool.
Thank you very much, sir. And onward to our loader, Calvin Horner, who's been dubbed Horny by his bow gunner partner, played by Hades.
They are BFFs. So Calvin was stressed, less so because they were in, a firefight and at risk, and more so because his equipment wasn't working the way it should, so he was working at a disadvantage. So being able to successfully make those repairs to get rid of that disadvantage has him feeling almost as good as, having made it through Utah Beach. He's happy that his stuff's working right, and he knows he'll do a better job going forward with that. And personally, just the same as the other guys have said, like I brought up the 1-0 first, and I was like, well, he might actually have a plan for this, but then you brought in just off the cusp all those details that were just great. So it's fun because it's a game, but it's great because you know the actual setting so well that shows.
Thank you. And so we say goodbye to Utah Beach and move inland into France and Normandy to continue to push back the German hordes and destroy the Nazis with our tank crew Blackjack. I'll keep you guys posted with the next date here. Don't have one yet, but hopefully we can get a full crew, because honestly it's awesome having all 5 of you guys here at once. Brings a completely different dynamic to the tank, so that is appreciated. So final tradition is somebody gets to say goodbye in the proper tank fashion, and we'll give it to the guy who hasn't been around for a minute. No pressure there, buddy guy.
I'm assuming the sign off is thanks for watching. Is that what it is?
You need to get Preacher to go, because he's been like running his freaking cum dumpster over there on the chat with a bunch of this stuff. It'd be perfect.
You want to come in with an assist there, Calvin? Or sorry, Sweet Pea?
Ouch, I'm offended. I actually I posted one in our Discord for whoever wanted to pick it up.
Oh.
And what I wrote was, I hope you guys were shell-shocked. If not, I'm dreadfully sorry. If you had a blast, don't be a panzer, and join us next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Reich.
Well, I think that might have to be that might be the set one. Anyways, Diesel Shot, thank you for watching. Thanks for the drop. Dex, thanks for watching. Thanks for the drop. Those that subbed, I think I saw Forlath and Diesel Shot pull in a little bit. That's always appreciated. We love you guys. And till next time. Okay.